Boys, I'm an American, so thusly I know there is no greater way to get your point across than to use a moderately attractive white woman. The lady before us, it goes by the name of Emily Rains, and she's an army officer who's found herself in a little bit of trouble over a situation that I am just at wit's end over. So, with that being said, let's get into her content. This is coming to us from the New York Post, by the way.
Do not be afraid. Definitely do not fear Josh Stein and his witch hunt. My name is on there 3 times. I'm not afraid. It's darkest before the dawn, okay? And it always looks bleak. But I know you. And I know us. And I know what we stand for. And I'm not worried.
Okay, so Army Psychological Warfare Officer Emily Rainey is being investigated for leading a group of more than 100 people to the Trump rally that turned into rioting at the Capitol. We've had this conversation, guys. We've talked about this before. Everyone is responsible for their own actions, right? These actions aren't comparable to those who actually went into the Capitol and started tearing shit up. It's not even close. This is someone who, from what we just witnessed via her little video, who cares deeply, is insanely concerned about what she feels is a questionable situation at best when it comes to what took place with the just passed election. Notice how careful I'm being with my wording here, guys, because TOS, and in the words of Tyrion Lannister, when you go to remove a man's tongue, you do not prove him a liar. You just tell us, hey, we're scared about what you have to say. And there's so many different conservatives, right, who are getting hammered about that situation. There are banks that are, stopping operating with the president himself, and these corporate battle lines, these ideological battle lines are being just driven straight through the heart of this country. I have a theory that I'm going to get into in a later video about, Americans versus New Americans. I'll explain it a little later, but let's continue with this. The 30-year-old captain led the crowd of over 100 miles to D.C. by bus as part of Moore County Citizens for Freedom, a North Carolina protest group she leads. There is literally nothing wrong with this. This is super American. Okay, so to get into the New American thing, those of us whose history date back to the time that the BLM, the 400 years and everything else like that, there's certain compromises that we've made that have been made culturally. And one of them is that, you have the right to say whatever it is that you want to say. And your actions, right? Like the actions of the individual circumvent, supersede the association of the group. I think that's a good way to put it. Meaning that, if you're black, cool, and murder somebody, then guess what? You murdered somebody. You need to go down for it. You didn't do it because you're black, right? You're not going to jail like with the Bernard guy. You're not going to jail because you're black. You're not getting locked up. You're not getting sentenced to execution because you're black. You're getting sentenced to execution because you murdered somebody. And I believe that New Americans, people who got here, after the 60s and the 70s and the like, particularly after 2008, that they don't have a true appreciation for that, but that's that compromise that we've been willing to go to. It's really gotten this country through a lot of hard times. And but with this direct hit that we're seeing, with these clear and obvious, demonization of people for having a separate ideology from yours, an antithetical ideology from yours, is it's not American. It really isn't. Emily Grace. Rather Anglo-Saxon name now, isn't it? Local friends, if you want to go to the rally on January 6th, there's a bus leaving. So she organized. And because she's being organized, the army, the military, which is an institution, which is one of the institutions that's had critical theory pumped into its veins, they're like, oh, well, they're like, she has to face some type of consequence for exercising her constitutional rights. Like, I'm sorry, but like, that's ridiculous. You can't, and it's the same thing with the entire impeachment thing. They're trying to hold, okay, this is the way it looks. It seems as if what the Senate and Congress are trying to do, they're definitely trying to make it so that the president can't run again in 2024, but also they're trying to hold they're trying to hold supporters. They're trying to demonize and hold supporters to account and ostracize anyone who even dare question results. How is that American? Anybody? Like, I'm not taking crazy pills. I know my country. I've lived across this nation. I've run into so many different good-hearted, sweet individuals that I know that most of the people who back things don't really understand what it is that they're backing. Rainey, a passionate anti-masker, defended her actions to the Associated Press, claiming she was honest about plans with her Fort Bragg commanders. I'm wearing this against my will. And that her group remained peaceful and did not engage in the storming of the Capitol. Here's the thing, though, Emily. It doesn't matter what your members of your group did. What did you as an individual do? We just listened to her. What about it's dawn is for before the dawn is not just, basic bitch rhetoric and can be misconstrued with incitement. She doesn't even seem like that type of individual. She seems like all the people, like not all, because there were people I genuinely believe there just to instigate, just to get the party popping, just to throw the chair. And it really, like, it just doesn't sit well. I'm sorry. Like, going after people like this just because I wouldn't want it done to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot of the people who cheer this shit on wouldn't want it done to them. And if you want to sit here and take down my channel or take down my content or anything else like that because my content has a message, such a harmful message, my message has always been, and I've been consistent about this since day one of this channel, is that, hey, treat people the way you would like to be treated. That's it. All right, so yeah, that I hold on, let's be real. Miss Rainey here is not unattractive, which is why I'm making a damn video, not to be that guy, but if you hot, that's the thing. We used to have this understanding before the new Americans came in that, hey, if it's a hot white chick, wait a second. We all pause when the world stops for hot white chicks. But now they're like, we want it to stop for everything and everybody. And it's like, okay, no, can we cut it out? Like, please, at least give us the eye candy. So, hey, this is top tier American journalism, boys. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like aren't the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description, and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? I think that this is bullshit. I really do. I think that this is an overreach of ideological proportions, which, you know, like, the thing about this country is that, hey, you're allowed to believe whatever the hell it is you believe, as long as you don't fuck with other people over it, you know? Like, just leave them alone. It's okay. My God, like, yo, I can't tell you how many times, fuck it, just worked out in my favor, dudes. I'm telling you, like, yo, you know what? This is really none of my business. I'm just gonna keep minding my own over here. What's that? I was able to make it home and go to sleep and chill and relax and not have and not insert myself and shit that wasn't my problem. Oh yeah, there we go. But the thing about this channel is that, like, yo, like, as an American, I see these things and it makes me want to insert myself into the damn problem, because it's bullshit. It really is. And I really hope new Americans understand what they're destroying. But you may disagree, and that's what my comment section's for. Until the next one.